up? Oh, we have an unboxing. Yes.
It's
They
grandma.
ready? Are they ready for it?
Okay, boo. So, we're gonna give people like 32 seconds to get in. While we're doing that, let's make sure we go in and check our privacies and make sure that the public is able to see this video, because we want to make sure that all of our people that weren't able to engage with us last week want to make sure that they have an opportunity to check in with us today.
And I'm going to.
Oh yeah, we live. We on. Hey guys, peace and blessing. Come on through.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
Come on through.
Welcome to the Beauty Vault. Super excited to be in the house tonight. Super excited.
Okay, boo lady in there with us. We in there.
Hey. All right.
So I think we could do kind of like last time, when the chats start, when people start engaging in the chats, then we can go through to
do the
other view, right? I'm excited.
Yeah, we can do that. That's not a problem. I'm super excited about tonight's show. I'm so ready. I'm really excited because tonight is a little different. We're going to be mingling with our audience. They keep the show going, so tonight's going to be fun. Okay, so what you got over there in your hand?
I'm trying to figure out what I done got from Augusta. Okay.
Oh.
And I only know one person from Augusta, and that is my beautiful, beautiful co-host, BB Nicole. You guys, I got a text message with a tracking number. Okay. And then she's like, here's the tracking number. And then I go out to the front porch and I see this little cute little box sitting on my front porch. Yeah. And y'all know that little feeling, even when you know what you're getting, like, you know what I'm saying? You know what you're expecting, but just seeing that box and that package sitting at your front door just makes it feel a little bit more like your birthday, right?
Yeah.
So I was super excited. I'm just, look at this box. It's so cute.
It is.
From Canva, and I love Canva. There's so many things
do love that
on there, bestie. So
we need that sponsorship.
I'm ready to open it up and see. We have just finished our BB.
Oh yes, we have just wrapped up our first in studio. Hey guys, they're chatting. Okay, but we just wrapped up our first in studio, our first season. Because we are a new podcast, we are not taking breaks within seasons, because we are going to do the show and stay consistent with the show for an entire year. And as we get more momentum and as we get more publicity and notoriety, we will take breaks. But we feel like we have a little more energy and effort to give before we can take breaks. So show them what you got. So this,
oh my,
we have merch, guys. We have some merch. Right now it is for us. This is a gift to my co-host. We have been consistent on the Beauty Vault. We have showed up consistently, and I just wanted to honor you. And this symbolizes all the hard work we've been putting in from the beginning of the year. We made a promise to ourselves to show up no matter what's going on in our life, no matter what problems we face. We decided we're going to show up, and this is we'll just say it's a symbol, so to speak, of all of our hard work and dedication. And every time you pull out this mug, I want you to remember that we have been committed. We have honored our promise and kept our word. So isn't it so cute, guys?
It is so cute, girl. Thank you so much. It just feels good to be thought about. Like, it's the simple things, you guys. It's just the simple things. And I want to let you know how much I appreciate you. I really do. I appreciate you as my sister. I appreciate you as my accountability partner, my business partner, my co-host, my co-educator, my co-Aquarian. Like, this means a lot to me, and this just really solidifies it. Like, I have completed a whole season, 12 episodes. We're on number 13 today.
This is 13 today.
13 episodes today, right? And this is amazing. Give me a minute and 22 seconds, because I'm sipping out of my cup today.
For sure, me too.
I got to give it a little ranch, but I'm gonna be right.
Okay. Perfect. Hey guys. So, I'll just chat with you guys until my co-host gets back. We're gonna get into the show very soon. But we have been doing the Beauty Vault. It started on Facebook. We were doing lives on Facebook since February. And we recently, well, 12 episodes ago, we got into our streaming platform and we have started to really take the show seriously and we see what it can become, and we've really kind of stuck through and just we just kind of proved to ourselves what we can do if we show up, right? So we're at our first season, our first full complete season in studio for the podcast. I just feel like I rambled, but I hope you guys understand what I said. But we one season in, guys. We're probably like 2 seasons in, but we did not start keeping track until we started going live and restream. So this is in honor of our first season.
Cheers to you, sis.
Cheers to you, my
and cheers
girl.
to you guys that have been watching us and that have been with us since day one, month one. It's been a journey. I'm looking forward to doing this in the future. This is a great outlet. We've been talking about mental health all month, but I just really want to mention that just being on this podcast and communicating, taking an hour just to be able to communicate with our Facebook friends, some of our family and friends that are on Facebook, and just to relax and unwind, right? So that really feels good. Let's get into it.
Let's get into it. Welcome back to the Beauty Vault. We are going to go ahead and get into the show. We got all of that out of the way. So the ones that have never heard my voice before, or the ones that are just seeing our faces and hearing our voices, I am BB Nicole.
I'm Trin, and welcome back to another episode of the Mother Sucking Beauty Vault.
Yes, I am BB Nicole. I am salon owner of deluxehairgallery.com for the ones that don't know, as well as founder of DHG Pro University.
That's right, girlfriend. I'm the CEO of Totally Trend LLC. I'm your co-host here at the Beauty Vault, as well as your co-educator at DHG Pro University. And this week is just a breath of fresh air.
It is. Guys. I'm so excited.
I'm happy to be here. We're not going to be here long today, but we're going to be here just enough time to be able to interact with you guys. We had some questions that we asked earlier today, so let's jump into it, baby.
Yes, let's do. So, really quickly, I always like to shout out our sponsors. I'm going to let that show up on the screen. Our sponsor is DHG Pro University, which is a continuing education platform that focuses on mastery in the cosmetology industry, as well as, hold on, let me show this thing off. We have another sponsor, Makeup by Amani. Wait, my camera went out. Oh no, you guys can hear me, but Makeup by Amani is also our sponsor for today. When I get back on the screen, y'all can check out that makeup, and her accolades are down below, as well as her social media, and you guys can tap in and follow her as well. So what I'm gonna do is,
it's all good. While you're getting together, girlfriend, because that freeze, we definitely get to see. We see those eyebrows. We see the highlighters in the right spot. We see you with a nice night look. Like you could do that in the day or the night. It's a
I'm gonna
really
do the
nice
backup
glam, and it ties really good in with that 613 here, honey. So don't even worry about it.
I'm gonna pull up the backup cam.
So you're looking good.
Let's see if you guys can see it. It's not as good, but I want you to be able to see me until my camera acts right. So moving on, we'll just use this camera. Sorry guys, sorry the quality is not as good. I'm sorry, y'all.
One thing you guys do know about us, that no matter what, we're going to keep it rolling, right?
We are.
9 times out of 10, we're going to have some human things happening in our human experience. But
let's keep it rolling.
We appreciate you guys for rocking with us. But the audio, still going. We're still going to keep rocking with
sure.
Anyway.
Yeah. So, with that being said, today's hot topic is going to be, what are the odds, right? But today's hot topic is going to be a mental health mingle. We are going to be doing a live question and answer with our audience. My co-host Trin actually posed a question earlier to her social media following, and the feedback was really good, right? The feedback was really good, and we're going to be going through those questions today. You excited about that, Mom?
I really am. I really am. One thing I'd love to do is to interact with my circle of influence. So when I put a poll out or propose a question, is because I'm really curious to see what's going on in those genius brains of you guys. So I am excited.
Okay. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm back. This is so, you can carry on, Trent.
You good, girlfriend. While BB's getting hooked back up visually, I'm going to go ahead and put the topic of the day up. And today's hot topic is mental health, right? We've been talking about mental health all month. And today specifically, we're just going to mingle. Today is a mental health mingle, right? In a live question and answer. And our first question from the audience, because we usually have questions to the audience, but our first question from the audience is, do we believe in mom breaks? I guess we're talking to the women right now, right? We're talking to the moms.
Yes, we are.
Do we believe in mom breaks? Of course.
So how do you feel about mom breaks, Trim?
Okay, so I have a 15-year-old, a 14-year-old, and a recently 3-year-old as of last Wednesday.
Yes.
So I have two different generations going on here. Mom breaks are mandatory.
For sure.
I don't give a dang with a hot ham. If I'm going to Food Lion, honey, if I'm going to the convenience store, which is less than a quarter of a mile around the corner, I'm going to get my mom break in.
Yes.
And I'm going to tell you something. My favorite time to get a mom break is it's usually while my rest of my family is asleep.
Oh my God. I'm the same way.
I'm like, I'm mom breaking.
I'm the same way. And that actually affects like my morning as well. Like I'm usually struggling in the morning. So I find myself, thank God it's about to be summer. Next week we wrap up. So just like you mentioned, your children, I have a 14-year-old who will be 15 in July. And I also have a 11-year-old who will be 12 in August. So they're back to back. So I usually get my mom breaks and my me time at nighttime as well. But that really messes up like my morning routine. I feel like I'm usually like sluggish or drained in the morning. So I'm super excited about like summertime coming up. So what does like a mom break look like for you? Is it like not always planned? Do you kind of take your moments whenever you can get them?
Mom breaks are never planned. Mom breaks are never planned. And if I do try to plan a mom break, there has to be some grace. You know what I'm saying? Period. Either before or after. My mom break. And a mom break, there has to be two planned in that day. One in case I don't make the other mom break. You get what I'm saying?
I do. So for me, I've been planning them more. I get them. So my daily routine, this is another thing I want to say. Sometimes you have to plan your mom breaks into your actual day-to-day life and make it real practical. And what that looks like for me, my children have bedtimes and I have teenagers and they've been on bedtime since they were like babies. So it's not out of the norm for them to like most 15-year-olds, you probably can't even get them to go to bed on time. They stay up all night, but mine go to bed like 10:30, 9:30. Now that she's in high school, she goes to bed at like 10:30. Honestly, what I notice is like for me, that's my me time. I have mom breaks kind of factored into my real life, and it's been that way. When they were younger, I don't parent after 9 p.m. They know my rules. I say that to them all the time. I'm like, it's 9 p.m. I don't care if you're hungry. I don't care if something needs to be signed. I've taken care of your needs throughout the entire day. Once that bedtime hits, I don't care if you sleep. I don't care what you're doing. You do not find me unless it's an emergency, unless someone is dying. If you're not dying, I'm dying. I reconvene in the morning. Okay. So that's how I kind of add in mom breaks to my day-to-day life. Do you kind of have any instances where you kind of have planned mom breaks in your day-to-day now that you kind of think about it from that perspective?
No. I don't have planned.
No, don't have
After
that.
hearing your experience, and comparing it to mine, no. I get in where I fit in on an average, right? Every now and then, like I will say on the weekends I have more flexibility. Especially on the weekends because I don't work on Saturdays. Sundays are optional. So I definitely get a mom break on the weekends. If I want one and need one, there's no problem on the weekends. I will say that. But Monday through Friday, honey, you get them where you fit in. That's
right. You know what? And work is kind of like a mom break for me. I know that you're at home, so you don't really get to leave and take a break and step away from your kids. But like for me, I'm getting a mom break. I'm getting a mom break when I go clock in. So that's
you're on your mom break right now.
I'm on my mom. You see that?
We're mom breaking. This is a
mom
one
break.
Of our mom breaks.
The Beauty Vault is
at 9:30 on Mondays. Nobody better come looking for us because you ain't gonna get what you looking for. I'm trying to tell you. Whatever you need from me on Mondays before Beauty Vault goes live, get it done before 9:30. And so that is so that is my planned mom break.
And not only that, to the audience, if you need a mom break, if you need a break from your kids, let them know Mondays at 9:30, it's your mom break. Y'all can join us every Monday to get a mom break. So, to the audience member who posed that question, we thank you for that. We do believe in mom breaks. We do take them. I also have a mom break coming up this week. I'll be taking a girls trip. I will be going to Houston, so I'm super excited about that. So speaking of mom breaks, I have a mom break this weekend. I'm looking forward to it, and it's definitely therapeutic. Even though I have like anxiety surrounding it, I'm still going. I'm excited to go. Like I'm over it now. The closer it gets to the date, the more at ease I am. So a mom break can look like having your kids on a schedule, regardless of summertime, school year. Getting your kids on a schedule is a way that you can get a break. Reaching out to your network, your community, your circle of influence, your village. That's a way you can get mom breaks, tapping into that. And taking trips and taking time for yourself, whether it's planned or whether it's spontaneous, like my co-host. Get your mom break on, okay?
Yeah, you got to get your mom break on. Yeah. Whether it's going to the store to get a bag of onions, whether it's going to the gas station to make sure you got gas for tomorrow, honey. However you can, whether it's sitting outside in your car, just turning on some music that you like, rolling down the windows and just putting the seat back and just chilling. Whether you just go out in your backyard and just get you a mom break in every single day, honey, because you deserve it. Cheers to the moms. Cheers to all the moms out here who are working hard. Get you a mom break, girl.
Yes, cheers. We're going to keep my camera's over here. You know what else a mom break looks like for me? I sit in my car. Like no matter what I'm doing. I don't care if it's the grocery store, laundromat, anything. I sit in my car. I take a break from driving. I take a break from moving. And it's like throughout the day. Like every time I get in my car, when I make a stop, I stop. Everything stops. I just sit.
I do my car is therapeutic. I realize that the older I get, the more I don't listen to anything riding to.
No music is quiet. And solitude. Because sometimes we're not getting that in the house.
Literally. Most of the time, we're not getting that who is obviously going to be America's next top American Idol because she wakes up singing and goes to sleep singing, honey.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, my goodness.
Shout out to my client, Buffy. You know what? She bought Miranda a karaoke. I don't know if you guys have been checking out my story.
I saw your story.
Honey, she's on like the 16,423rd round of Frozen. There are 3 songs on the karaoke machine, but she doesn't know the other 2 at all because she pressed the button twice to get to the Let It Go, honey.
That is so cute.
I don't know what crack they put in that Frozen song, honey, but it's at least double platinum.
moving on. But that I saw her, it was so cute, and you could tell you would just pick her up. She was back there singing out her heart. First of all, we can do I want to talk about your weekend. I know we got these questions, but I'm just seeing you. I
got a mom break-in this weekend.
You got a mom.
It was mom break-in.
Let's talk about your weekend. I loved watching your stories. I haven't been on Facebook, so I have been on Instagram. And girl, you look good. You look radiant. You look vibrant. You look like you needed whatever you were having. And I want to hear all about it. You were singing your heart out. So tell us what you did this weekend. I want to hear all about it.
First of all, I'm so surprised that I even have a voice for today's podcast.
Yeah.
Because the literal goal Friday night was that I'm going to leave my voice either at Saturday or Sunday. That was the goal. So needless to say, I'm grateful that I do have a voice here to be able to share my experience with you guys. But it was just much needed time. I rode out by myself, but I met up with people that I didn't know. I actually hung out with 2 different people that I know casually and that I'm known for some time, but never actually hung out with.
Yeah.
So this was my first time hanging out with these 2 different individuals at 2 different events. This weekend there was an R&B at Symphony Park event by South Park Mall. And let me tell you, we used to have this event in Charlotte. I don't know if you guys remember Live in the Park or Jazz in the Park back in the day. And it was just a breath of fresh air to see hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of brown people together in a group, singing together, just harmonizing, having a good time, good vibes, good energy. There were so many vendors out there selling their art and pushing their businesses and their passions. So that was just a breath of fresh air to be amongst other entrepreneurs, be amongst other brown people, be amongst people who just wanted to be outside. Like we've been inside for the last 5 years, it feels like. This was kind of like
a little like testing the water.
What the future could possibly look like.
Yeah.
And for me, I've just really been experiencing. I work from home, so I'm in the house a lot.
Yeah.
I'm a mom 24/7, so that takes a lot out of me. And so I felt guilty at first about even going out. I struggled a lot with feeling guilty, like, oh, you got too much going on right now. You shouldn't be having fun. You shouldn't no, you know that you're going through a lot. You're not feeling good about yourself. What you putting that dress on for? But I pushed. I really fought my lower self and fought my shadows to go out. And then when I was out, I felt strange in a way, like, wow, this seems so like an old dream. I can't even explain it.
Like nostalgic.
Yeah, because it's me, but in a sense, it was almost like I had lost.
You haven't been that
myself.
You haven't been that person for the last 3 years.
And so it was just like a breath of fresh air, like, oh my gosh, so I really enjoyed myself. And I opened my eyes and I seen other people were enjoying themselves more as I was enjoying myself. So it was just a positive vibe, y'all. I can go on and on and on. Long story short, I really enjoyed myself. It was a much needed mom break. I encourage other moms to do it. I met people that I never met before, and it feels like I was supposed to meet my whole life.
Yeah.
A positive vibe, positive energies, good food. I might have been the youngest person in the group.
Wow.
Okay, the 40 and up, 40s and the 50s.
Were they a vibe?
Things.
Yeah. They're not about that. They're just not on that drama. They're not on that. I mean?
Like it's sad to say, I believe if it had been a hip hop in the park, it wouldn't have went the same way. But the fact that it was R&B, you know what I mean? They were marketing a certain crowd, and that's exactly what we got. So I cannot wait to do it again. They're gonna have another one. I know there were people that were asking me because they hadn't heard about it or they wish they would have known about it so that they can indulge. The next one is going to be in June or July, so you guys gotta watch.
I'm gonna try to come.
You have to. It's mandatory.
I enjoyed you.
I have to have my girls there this time.
Oh yeah,
it's like I just have to. Already,
It's
part 2.
Okay.
Color coordinated. We don't look like a pack of Starburst.
Starburst with the taste of the rainbow. I can't wait. So speaking of mom breaks, how we just wrapped up on that, we had another question from the audience, and this question was, I feel like it's a good question to come next. How can spouses or other parents care for and support the primary parent? That was a more. That was a question that one of the is it on the screen? That was a question that one of the girls actually wrote on your post. And I was like, okay, that's a good question.
That is a very good question.
I feel like, mom breaks are important. And she also mentioned that she feels, her heart goes out to, I won't say that she feels bad for, but she was just very empathetic in expressing how she wished that single parents that do not have a reliable, or even if they're with someone who just doesn't quite support in a way that would ease the burden of parenting. She was just saying how, like, how can the spouses or the other parent care and help the more primary parent more. And I was like, that's a good question. I feel like number one, that just it varies. That's such a tough question, because parenting, the family structure is just so much. It can be, you can have so many different type of family structures, right? So, like, I feel that the way spouses and significant others, whether you're a single father or whether you are a single mother, or if you are in a household where you have both but it still feels a little unbalanced, I think is really important for the person that's not considered the primary parent, the one that's not as primary, to just ask the other person, what can I do today? What can I take off of your shoulders today? What can I do for you that will help you have a good day? I think something simple as that. If you're watching this and you maybe have seen your significant other taking care of the kids and just doing everything that they got to do, and you're like, dang, it's been kind of easy on me. If you feel like you ain't stressed out and tired after raising kids, you might need to ask that other person, you need a break? You need your nails done? Can I wash a dish? I think that's a way that the other parent, if they live in the home, I think that's a way that they can step in. Do you have anything that you would like to add to that? 'Cause I thought it was a really good question.
Yeah, I think it is a really good question. How can spouses or the other parent, so whether you're in a relationship or you're co-parenting, can you still show care for and support the primary parent more? So if you're in a co-parenting situation, you can support the parent by obviously being there for your child, right? Because that would be your only responsibility in a co-parenting situation, is the responsibility to the child. And for me, I feel like in our society, especially like the brown people, like some of the brown men feel like, oh, well, it's going to be less of a responsibility if I'm not with the mother. Oh, well, I'm not with the mom now. We've decided we're not going to be together anymore. So automatically, for some reason, which we do understand why in some aspects, but it puts more weight. It puts more stress on the mom.
I agree. I feel like,
and so, men kind of, some men I've seen
I would say some,
it seem like they feel like they have less responsibility now that they're not in a relationship. So how they could support more is just like that. Don't feel like just because you're not with the mom that, okay, well, shoot, we not together, so you're responsible for these things because she's living under your roof. She's at your house, or he's at your house primarily at a time. This is your responsibility, versus just like BB was saying, looking for ways. The kid got to eat. The kid needs food. The kid needs support. The kid go to school, going to need certain things to be able to maintain their education. Just sometimes it's like you shouldn't really have to ask. What you needed. You were in school before. The things that you needed as a kid growing up.
You were a kid before
your child, and that will support the parent. Communicating will be a support, just like BB was saying.
Yeah,
and you know what I'm saying.
I also because I feel like that is such a low. it's so many responses that can come in from this. So I wanted to back it up and kind of, I feel like we both have, I have a perspective from a live-in situation. I was temporarily co-parenting at one point, but overall my experience has always been shared space. So as far as like the parenting, would you, oh, I just want to know where we speak from, where we're leaning from. So you experience co-parenting and living.
I'm not leaning from any aspect other than just observing. Just
observing. Speaking of what you observe,
from a majority, from what is put out in, that is what is projected, what is pushed, what we see.
That's for sure.
I'm not saying that that's all instances by any means, or even my
situation, but you're just saying.
What I'm saying is what I observe in the brown community, from being a hairstylist or just seeing things, you know what I mean? Just observing.
I observe, I see quite a bit of, I see kind of both. I see a lot of single dads on my timeline. Some are Black, some are white. But I see a lot of single dads on my timeline as well. So I understand what you're saying. Sometimes the absent parent is more so out of sight, out of mind, and we'll never know anybody's like setup or structure.
Yeah, so to support them more, just understand and handle your responsibilities as the other parent. Don't, go in with the mindset that I am just as responsible for this other child than you are that will support the parent. And if it is your spouse, which would be your husband or your wife, then I'm thinking that that's on a whole nother level,
right?
Support, because you're supporting by making lunches, you're supporting by washing clothes, folding clothes, you're supporting by organizing appointments, you're supporting by, you see what I'm saying? Taking certain aspects that in a business that you're building and putting them together. There's so many different, like you were saying, there's so many different ways to support, but there's different dynamics when you're talking about a spouse or just the other parent. So communication, and initiation. Communication and initiative. I feel like those would help support each other. How about you?
Yeah, I think I agree. So I guess it's safe to say we're seeing that spouses and the other parent can support the primary parent by taking initiative, showing up, and
always be willing to help.
Always be willing to
the well-being of the child.
Don't think of that child as out of sight, out of mind, or I can do this here and there. Just think, just put that effort forward. I agree with that. I like that. Don't assume everything is good.
Check anyway. See her or him. Yeah. You see that he always goes out there and washes your car or whatever. So you just assume that that's something that he's gonna do. Or he always takes the kid to the dentist. The dad always takes the kid to the dentist. So you just assume that he is the dentist. He's designated dentist taker, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Versus
lighten the load.
Yeah, you don't, you know what I'm saying? Maybe ask, like, hey, honey.
Yeah.
Would you like me? How about not even ask. How about I'm going to take little Junior to the dentist?
For sure. Don't ask. Just
because I'm supporting
for sure.
I acknowledge what you're doing. I realize that it is a responsibility. Yeah, you may be handling it well, you haven't complained about it, but I can show you more support. I can show you that I see you and that I value you by let me take this off of me. Let me take this responsibility, not even from you. Let me be a part
of the load. Or be a part
from you, because it's still ours.
That's right.
Who's actually feeling the role at that time.
That's true.
It's still equal responsibility.
That's true.
That's how you can help.
I like that. We had another question from the audience. She asked us, so she had a question. She was like, is life ever really normal or peaceful as adults? I was like, that's a good question. I'll let you take point, because your eyes, you over there making faces.
Well, is life ever really normal? No. Because my definition, what I view and receive as normal is not the same thing as what BBC and view as normal. And peace is within, right? Peace is created within yourself. your happy place that you created, your love language that you speak, that you understand. So that's going to give you peace. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Something that brings BB peace is not going to bring me peace.
Totally
I love
different.
sage, but BB might detest the smell of sage. That brings me peace. So it just depends on what your definition in of what peaceful is. Not saying, I'm just giving an example.
I'm being funny. Clearly not enough. But I agree. I feel like but normal varies, man. You said that. I feel like for me,
the answer is no.
The answer is no, girl. No, but
you gotta roll with it. You just gotta roll with it. Every day life is gonna give you something crazy out of the norm. Yeah. Expect out of the norm.
If you believe
for your peace, expect for somebody to try your peace. Expect someone to test your patience every day. Yeah. It's how you respond to that. You know what I'm saying? It expect something to go outside of the norm. Yeah, so I'm always looking for ways to be outside of the norm. I'm always looking for ways to stay outside of the box. Anytime you try to put me in the box, I'm like, nope.
We are such
I'm popping out. So, like I said, the answer to that is no, and that might not necessarily be a bad thing.
I say for me, my answer is if you accept the fact that if you can radically accept the fact that that it won't always be peaceful, I feel like in a way you can have peace in that. Like just like what you were saying, just as long as you know stuff gonna go sideways, things are not gonna go as planned, I feel like you can have a little more peace if you release that control and accept that. But will it be peaceful or normal? Not so much. But
life is
too many waves.
You don't know.
Well, it's so funny because it's technically that is going to be the normal. Normal is going to be rocky and up and down. So it's just, I feel like it's perspective. We can go. It's just perspective. But peace is definitely within. Just like you said, I like to
be at peace with yourself.
Yeah, for sure. And I feel like that's something that takes effort. That's something that takes a lot of work, and it is not consistent. So. Peace.
No, because we're evolving beings, we're growing beings. So
it's a part of it.
You're going to get a little uncomfortable with yourself because it's time to mature some things. It's time to
break that shell.
Sometimes it's time for us to experience some new things. So peace may be disturbed a little bit.
Yeah. So
find peace in everything.
Yeah. So we have do you guys, because I know people are in here, has anyone, because we had a really good question, we don't have it on the screen, but I feel like anybody watching this later, because we're going to have one more episode in honor of Mental Health Awareness Month. If you are listening to this podcast and you're watching this at a later time and not catching us live, there was a really good question that was posed to like anyone's suffering, like how do people deal with people that have a diagnosis as far as like bipolar or schizophrenia? If you are a person that is okay with sharing that and talking about that, how do you deal with like day-to-day life and how are you coping with that? I would love to hear from audience members. I know some people that I would never speak for, but if you see this, if you hear this, we had some questions posed and I thought it would be a really good topic, and maybe more people can come back to next week and they can mingle with us and we can have more people in the audience that do have diagnoses and can kind of talk about their day-to-day life and how their diagnosis affects their loved ones and their work environment and things like that. I wanted to honor that question and bring it up simply because I didn't want the person who posed the question to think that we overlooked it. It's just the reality is I cannot relate personally. I don't have any diagnoses, so I couldn't really answer that question. But for anyone out there, if you do have any type of diagnosis that you're comfortable with sharing, please tap in the comment section below. People are wanting to have dialogue and conversation about that topic. And they were also bringing up the fact that amongst African Americans, bipolar, things like that are common. If there are any therapists, psychiatrists, anybody out there listening to the show and happen to stumble across this episode, please give us feedback. Please tap in, because we are even considering having a guest as our last episode. So we just want to hear from other people. So how do you feel about that trend? Do you have anything to add to that? Because I know you didn't get to see that question.
No.
Well, that was most of the questions from today. And I know that you had a time constraint tonight, and we have about 8 more minutes until your deadline time. I just wanted you to know before we carry on.
Don't do me.
It's okay.
I definitely said we're going to go with the flow. If we do get people engaging with us in dialogue, we will stay as long as we need.
Okay. I just wanted to bring it up like we approach it.
We are. Did y'all feel that shade?
It wasn't. I just didn't know if you had an obligation. Don't do that. Don't do that, because that was not the case.
She got shady out of nowhere.
It did not. Oh my goodness.
Not 8 minutes left in 22 seconds. Because clearly I said we only gonna be on here for 48 minutes. You see how she do me? It's okay though.
No, but I feel like
no, for real though. No. Let's just mental health is what guess what? We're on a mom break right now.
We are.
We did what we were supposed to do. We came in, we checked in with the people.
Yeah.
Right? We proposed questions. And they know what time we're gonna be here. What time we're gonna be here every Monday?
9:30, honey.
Okay, so we consistent with that. Yeah. So we answered the questions, and what we do know is that throughout the week, everybody comes back. People come back and they watch the show. Yeah. And so we're gonna work on even giving you guys some 30-minute shows, maybe some 45-minute shows, to kind of help you to be able to get through the content, because we know you guys want to check in with us. You want to listen to what we got going on, but you guys have not always have an hour and a half to listen back. So we like to keep it short and sweet. So we
for sure
are always working on ways to make it better for you guys, get more engagement for you guys. Let you know that we've created this not only for ourselves but for you guys too. This is a way for all of us to come together under one roof.
For sure. I feel like I want to run something back, because I did not. I want to run something back because my camera messed up. Yes, I'm going to. I want to run back because earlier in the show, I was shouting out one of our sponsors and my camera went out. So I want to go ahead and give her the moment, because I really appreciate my makeup artist. So Nicolette, I just wanted you guys to, again, I was shouting out her look. We tried something new today. But I just wanted to shout out her. Where did you go? Oh, you want to let it be on the screen? Okay. I like that. I like what you did. So I want you guys to see her work. We love it. We're loving it. We tried something different. Thank you, Nicolette. Now I'm able to honor your beat. Thank you, Tran. I see what you did there. That's so cute. Thank you. But I hate that my camera went out and it went fuzzy as soon as I highlighted it. And I was like, we got to make up for that,
She does her thing. Like, we're really, really grateful. One thing about Nicolette is, like, she is loyal. She's one of those friends that she's been around for a really, really long time. She's super, super freaking talented. I just always remember the first day that I actually met her in person. I thought Nicolette was two different people this whole time.
And I kept it a secret until you talked about
it. And I kept them both separated. I was like, okay,
Nicolette. So you was like,
she's really, you were really like, cool. She's so talented.
Which one is? You were like, which one is Whitney? I was like, Whitney is Nicolette.
Like, why do they hang? Do they have beef? Like, they're never in the same room together.
No, that is so funny. That was a good memory. I had fun when you came down here and visited. Yeah. I don't know, but guys, you already know. Like, we've been honoring Mental Health Month. We just really quickly, I want to recap what this month has brought us. We started the month off with a sip and paint. We got to recap because this might be a thing that we repeat next year. I feel like it was so good. We did a sip and paint for the first week of May. Yeah. And then we did what therapy has taught us. And last week we did It Is What It Is. And this week we did a mental health mingle. And that's been fun. I really enjoy like discussing mental health and discussing it more. I feel like the more we talk about it, and I know we're not the only platform that talks about it, but it's like when I am on social media and not running and hiding from Facebook, I see people talking about it more and more, you know? And I'm happy that we're talking about it more and more. I feel like for the longest time in the African American community, it was like a secret, like it was like silent. You don't discuss it, you don't bring it up. So I'm very proud of our generation for just being loud and brave. We talk about everything. There are some things that I wish we would be a little ashamed of, but we're not. But mental health is not one of those things, you know?
That's for sure.
So I'm happy that we're discussing it more. And I don't know, it's just been a vibe. Like I really needed this month. I don't know about you, but I really needed this month.
I did too. And I'm really even more happy that like the way that the month started out, right, at a stress level at a super, super high. Yeah. And it kind of feels like we're starting to get a little relief through this hurricane season, right? Yeah. Like we're in the hurricane season of life.
Yeah, for sure.
But this weekend was kind of like a woosah. Mm-hmm. It's like the storm ain't over,
but it's calming.
Storm, but we're gonna give you a little bit of sunshine, a little bit of relief, right?
Yeah.
Part the clouds a little bit.
Yeah.
So that was a breath of fresh air to help me to kind of rejuvenate and get back into the game, weather the storm, because I ain't no quitter.
That's right.
So, this topic, discussing mental health this month, has really helped me to even implement these coping skills, mom breaks.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Self-care.
Yeah.
Accountability, boundaries, radical acceptance.
Yes.
This month, going through these things have just really helped me to implement all of those things and push that in. I'm excited about my future. I'm refreshed.
Me too.
I'm seeing new things, different things.
Yeah.
I'm evolving. I'm elevating. Mm-hmm. I'm met new people. I'm excited about that. Mm-hmm. I'm ready for what's coming. I'm ready for what the Most High has for me. So I've got my Beauty Vault mug.
Oh, let's do that again. Oh, one season in. Ew.
We have completed our first season of the Beauty Vault. Yeah. And it's only up from here.
It is.
Shout out to Duchess of Ink. If you guys are on here, you guys gotta tag her and let her know.
Tell them about that. You want to tell them about?
No, I'm gonna wait. I'm just gonna keep putting it out there, because when that day comes and y'all see her sitting in my chair, y'all gonna be like, "Yo!"
Like she manifested.
I remember when you were saying you was gonna da 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 da. So I'm just gonna keep putting it out there, sister girl. I love you. It was good seeing you this weekend. This is my face, name. All right.
Oh, you know what else I'm excited about?
What,
you know, I'm excited to see, since we're like, you know, we're showing up for the podcast one season in. I'm really excited to see where we are in the year. Like by this time next year.
February will be our anniversary. We got to do something big next year.
We do. I'm just ready to see, like, we're going to be able to look back and see all of this. Like where we were right now, the growth, like how we really vlog. I feel like we need to change our show to a vodcast, not a podcast. It's a video and a podcast, but we've really televised our journey. Like a lot of people don't even know we've had some real low times and we showed up anyway. Like we get to show how we mastered and coped and to taking care of our mental health, like and just showed up for ourselves. We get to see that in a year.
Yeah. Our goal for this was to be transparent, to be our most authentic self.
Yeah.
And this is just the best platform to be able to do so. To have an excuse to be that. Yeah. Because we're our professional selves. We're our best professional selves Monday through Friday. We're servicing guests. right? In high places, creating optimum experiences. So just having this outlet is not only for our mental health, but just for our personal well-being and maturity and elevation. So I'm grateful to be here. I'm grateful for everybody in my circle of influence. I'm grateful for everyone who's watching this podcast now, who started watching us in February, who's joined us along the way, and who will see this in the future. It's only up from here.
It is.
I have to take just a moment. It seems like we're starting to wrap it up.
Yeah.
My baby brother had my niece today. So I want to give a shout out to my brother, Pat. He had my baby.
Yay, Pat and his family.
Yes, at 3 a.m. we welcome Andra. Oh my goodness. Andra. We welcome Andra Wynn Dixon at 3 a.m. this morning, weighing in at 7-11.
Oh my God, that's a beautiful number. 7-11?
On our 13th episode.
Wow.
On May the 22nd, 2023, my baby girl, my niece, I gotta stop claiming people kids as my own.
It's okay.
People think I got like 13 kids.
The village.
Yes, 3 a.m., 7 pounds, 11 ounces, 19 and a half inches. What a blessing.
Wow, that's
good
beautiful.
job, guys. I love you so much. I cannot wait to get over there and give you guys kisses. I wanted to get over to the hospital today and give you guys kisses. But as you can see, I had to get down to the beauty vault. So I am going to see you guys. I can't wait to see you. I just want to take a moment to say congratulations and cheers.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
And I want to... Anybody you want to shout out?
I honestly... yes. Our platform is for uplifting. I want to uplift our innermost circle. I be sending peace to all of our girls, everybody in the group. Our sister has experienced a loss, and we want to send love to her. And Hilda, we love you. And to the family, the Bach family. Yeah, we love you, and we are sending you support. And I also want to shout out my MUA, Nicoletta Amani. She is full-time doing makeup now. She stepped out, and she has stepped out on faith, and she's pursuing and doing makeup. What's up, cuz? She's doing makeup full-time, and I'm just excited for her on her journey. I hope it is very fruitful, and I hope it brings her everything that she desires. And to just my friends, my circle growing up, even you. I hope everything that you're manifesting comes to fruition. Remember, we didn't say it in this video, but remember, we're claiming it and we're receiving it in this video. We get to look back at this moment and be
Duchess, I'm gonna do your hair.
Yeah, girl. That's right.
Do your hair, Duchess of Ink.
But that's it. I hope you guys.
And I'm grateful in advance.
Yeah. I hope you guys continue to discuss mental health. If you are just joining, we are wrapping up, and you can feel free to share this video. We love the support. We appreciate the ones that already share, like, and comment. We appreciate it so much. You please stick around. Stick around for when we end the live and go back and catch it from the beginning. Hey, Coco. Hey, Courtney. Hey, Mike. Yes, we appreciate you guys for coming in and tuning in today's show. We're going to keep talking about mental health. We have one more episode this month in honor of mental health awareness. And then we'll be back to beauty topics and hot topics. Okay?
Yes, you guys. This is the Mother Sucking Beauty Vault. And we come to you guys every single week on Mondays at around 9:30 p.m. And we discuss I have to put that disclaimer out there.
We be trying. Oh my God.
We be around, okay? But we discuss the hottest topics in reference to the culture, in the beauty industry and in the culture. And we encourage you guys to give us hot topics if there are things that are going on in your industry, in your world, in your community that you want to discuss. Mention it, drop the comments, let us know, because we're always going to engage with you guys, build our community, and we appreciate you. And thank y'all for rocking with us.
Yes.
Thank you for rocking with me, BB. And thank you for my mug, you guys.
You're so welcome.
Got us mugs.
Yes. Let's go ahead and shout out.
I don't know no other podcast that got these, but
We got these. Let's go ahead. We got to do this one more time. Let's zoom in. Look at that. That is in honor of our first season. We did that. We will see you guys, not without, with love. We will see you guys next week. Catch the recap. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for engaging. And thank you for listening in to the Beauty Vault. We will see you guys in the next episode. Bye, guys.